Hello, I'm Simran Valecha, a finance geek and a self proclaimed foodie, and I've been investing in the US stock market since 2014 now, and I've made a lot of money for myself and my clients. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're interested in multiplying your money. Today's video is about the tech and AI stocks that are going to be at the forefront of the next industrial revolution, what these companies really do, should you invest in them, and at what price you should be investing in them. So, to start off with, there's a stock that's had over 200% return in the last 12 months, and it's probably going to continue returning the same, if not more. And yes, you're right, it's Nvidia. What does Nvidia really do though? Nvidia is the engine of AI. They engineer the most advanced chips, systems, and software for the AI factories of the future. What are AI factories, you ask me? They're the next generation data centers that host advanced, full stack accelerated computing platforms for the most computationally intensive tasks where data comes in and intelligence comes out. These data centers will act as trusted engines of the generative AI. Generative AI is trained on large amounts of data to find patterns and relationships, learning the representation of almost anything with structure, and it can then be prompted to generate text, images, videos, codes, or even proteins. Over 1,600 generative AI companies are building on NVIDIA products. They have pioneered accelerated computing to tackle challenges that no one else has. Most people consider NVIDIA a typical GPU graphics processing unit manufacturer. Yet there's a bit of a misconception here because their applications extend far beyond graphics today. For example, they develop software libraries and programming languages like CUDA, which serve as interfaces for their hardware. Such an integrated approach sets NVIDIA apart as more of a systems company rather than just a hardware manufacturer. In addition to this, the business builds pre-configured systems for specific applications. These include the NVIDIA Drive for autonomous vehicles, Clara for healthcare, Maxine for unified communications, and Omniverse for 3D lifelike digital twins. These developments highlight NVIDIA's rapid transformation from a company founded to handle workloads that CPUs or central processing units like those from Intel or AMD aren't efficient at. Yet, in building these simple foundations, the company has become an essential part of video processing, gaming, autonomous vehicles, AI, AR, VR, and other compute intensive tasks. Since then, its software libraries, pre configured systems, and programming languages have blossomed. The company delivers both hardware and ecosystem for developers, and this is the main differentiator of the company. Their products will change processes for drug discovery, patient analysis, autonomous vehicles, and robotics, among various other sectors as well. So, now in addition to your machines being able to help you better, there's a lot of other reasons why everyone is talking about NVIDIA. It's a whole new industrial revolution. They're giving companies a high ROI of high computing performance. So, $1 upfront investment in NVIDIA compute and networking can translate into $5 in CSP revenue over 4 years. There's, of course, significant expertise and effort that is required, but application speedups can be incredible, resulting in dramatic cost and time saving solutions. I'll give you an example. So, two NVIDIA HGX nodes with 16 NVIDIA H100 GPUs that cost $400,000 can replace 960 nodes of CPU servers that cost $10 million for the same LLM workload. Mind blowing, right? Now let's also look at some financials. Their revenue and operating margins have been increasing since 2020. In Q1 FY 2024, 49% of their sales was from the gaming industry and 36% from data centers. As of Q1 FY 25, 87% of their sales is from data centers and only 10% from the gaming industry. They also have a very strong free cash flow generation and they have share repurchases in their plan as well. 78% of the FY24 revenue came from data centers, given the broad data center platform transition from general purpose to accelerated computing. I'll also share a deck link below with you with a couple of pages you should go through that have the breakup of the revenue margin and the growth drivers across all the different sectors and industries they're targeting. Overall, there's a $1 trillion long term available market opportunity, and given that they have established themselves as the market leader, they have a first mover advantage and are definitely going to make it. I purchased the stock after the stock split at $128 a share, but it's currently fluctuating between 120 and 125, and that's a great price to come in at. Honestly, any price you enter this investment in, you're going to get at least a 3x return in just 1 year. But this is not a stock you need to hold for just 1 year. This is a stock you need to keep for at least 5, 10, 12, 15 years even to get amazing returns. Now let's talk about three more companies that are essential for this industrial revolution. The second is Cadence Design Systems. It's a pivotal leader in electronic systems design, building upon more than 30 years of computational software expertise. The company applies its underlying intelligent systems design strategy to deliver software, hardware, and intellectual property that turn design concepts into reality. Originally known as the creator of electronic design automation or EDA software, the company currently develops software, hardware, and intellectual property used to design chips, chiplet style products, and printed circuit boards, while also selling hardware systems that run its chip design software. They again are essential in data science and machine learning, hyperscale computing, autonomous vehicles, 5G communications, industrial IoT, and life sciences. This diagram is an apt representation of their role in the AI industrial revolution. The company has had over 20 significant products just in the last 3 years. Their products enable engineers to predict, visualize, and quantify the impact of any change in the data center prior to implementation and during operations. They also acquired this company called Intrinsic, which expands their reach to aerospace and defense as well. They also acquired Cascade Technologies and can now target high fidelity CFD simulations. In Q1 of 2024, they signed a definitive agreement to acquire Beta CAE, which will unlock a multi-billion-dollar TAM opportunity for the company. They have the first comprehensive chips to systems generative AI portfolio. Now let's look at some financials as well. Revenue has grown at a CAGR of 11.9% from 2016 to 2022, and they had an 85% recurring revenue mix for 2023. For Q1 of 2024, they had a total revenue of $1.009 billion. Their GAAP operating margin was 24.8% and non-GAAP operating margin was 37.8%. GAAP EPS was $0.91 and non-GAAP EPS was $1.17. Cash balance at the end of the quarter was $1.012 billion, while the principal value of the debt outstanding was only $650 million. Operating cash flow was $253 million. DSOs were 36 days and they used $125 million to repurchase shares in Q1. When a company repurchases shares, you know what this means. It means the company thinks the stock is undervalued and you need to be getting in as well right now. So NVIDIA announced a partnership with Cadence in March 2024, particularly for its electronic design automation, EDA tools, and digital twin simulations. NVIDIA extensively uses their chip design and verification tools and are increasing their system design and simulation tools to realize their trailblazing AI designs. Their tools create a digital twin of the design so engineers can simulate the design. Make sure it does what it's supposed to do before committing it to silicon. The company is also integrating NVIDIA's generative AI BioNeMo platform with their Orion molecular design platform to accelerate drug discovery. I purchased this stock at $315, and I would say as long as you can get in under the $350 mark, it's a really good investment. Now the third one is my absolute favorite, and I've had it in my portfolio since it was added to the S&P 500 on March 18th. Yes, you guessed it right, it's Supermicro. The company specializes in high-performance server and storage systems specifically designed for AI workloads and has seen a massive influx of orders within the past few quarters. Fortunately for NVIDIA, most users besides gamers don't have a single GPU. They buy hundreds or thousands of them and connect them to form supercomputers, often housed in servers at a data center. Now, haphazardly linking them together is not going to result in an optimized computing experience, which is where Supermicro comes in. Supermicro specializes in server design and has separated itself from its competitors by offering highly customized products that can be designed for workload type and size. Furthermore, the company works closely with NVIDIA to ensure its servers have been designed in an optimized manner so that the end user gets the most use out of their product. I also have an entire video analyzing their past quarter results. I'll link it below in the description for you. Make sure you watch it. Given the customized service that Supermicro provides, it's carved a niche out for itself with clients like Amazon, LinkedIn, Intel, everyone in Silicon Valley. It's also ahead of its competitors like Foxconn and Quanta because of its close relationship with Nvidia. The price has been fluctuating quite a bit, so if you can, try to get in anywhere under $830. The fourth and the last one for today's video is Recursion Pharmaceuticals. The company is a clinical stage tech bio company leading the space by decoding biology to industrialize drug discovery. Enabling its mission is Recursion OS, a platform built across diverse technology that continuously expands one of the world's largest proprietary biological and chemical data sets. Recursion leverages sophisticated machine learning algorithms to distill from its dataset a collection of trillions of searchable relationships across biology and chemistry unconstrained by the human bias. They are conducting research and using machine learning to enable scale by extracting signals from video and temperature sensors as well. They are building and aggregating purpose built data sets to map and navigate biology. They have more than a dozen discovery and research programs in oncology or with their partners. They're the first program option by Roche Genentech in GI oncology. And they have some exciting collaborations that span biopharma, tech, and data from neuroscience to undruggable oncology targets. They currently have a clinical trial ongoing in Sycamore in CCM or cerebral carnivorous malfunctions. It's a collection of small blood vessels in the central nervous system that get enlarged and are irregular in structure. Currently, there is no approved therapy or treatment for this, and the trials began in Q1 of 2022, and the phase 2 readout will be announced in Q3 of 2024. Similarly, they have so many more studies that are ongoing for grave problems that have no treatment or therapy, and Recursion is using data and computing abilities to expedite this problem solving mechanism. Currently, the company is making a loss because they are solely focused on R&D to build these models, but phase 2 of a lot of their clinical trials will be complete in Q3 and Q4 of 2024, and once they announce the tiniest of positive news, this company's stock isn't going to be at this price again. So make sure you invest in it now if you believe that this is the future. If you found this video helpful, make sure you drop a heart in the comments and let me know. If you have any questions about investing, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you next week.